For me, social impact is the positive effect on societal challenges resulting from intentional actions by business, often in collaboration with civil society and government.
For me, I think social impact is a passion and determination in the bottom of your heart that you wanted to do something good for others. It's just like a little tiny flame, but it can enlighten the whole world.
By giving back to society, we make life better for people and we give equal opportunities for people around the world.
I think social impact is everywhere, not specifically for China, or Shanghai. But I think Shanghai being a city and China being a country that is going through such rapid change, rapid development, now certainly there are going to be people who are left behind. So in that sense, social impact becomes even more important for emerging markets like China, right? To make sure that these extremes of wealth and poverty that we have can be dealt with. And this is not only the job of government, it is not only the job of companies, but I think it is the job of each one of us who live here in this country.
I was very lucky to pursue my MBA at CEIBS. At one of the classes that I had at CEIBS, I was related with the corporate social responsibility. I heard this term, social entrepreneurship, for the very first time. And that's when I started to think that this might be the track or the future career track that I want to pursue.
That CSR is not about how companies spend their money, it's about how they make their money. So CSR has to be within the DNA of an organization. So as far as CEIBS is concerned, what I like about it is that we discuss this in the classroom, but at the same time, we also try to practice this through our outreach program. So for example, every year I take about 30 students to Malaysia, my country, where I have a little training center. And what I do is I train the students for about 2.5 days to run motivational camps, character development camps for young teenagers.
We became the volunteer teacher at the Flame Camp in Malaysia to teach the students there the English and teach them how they can know themselves better and become a responsible leader in the future. So with this kind of vision, after the MBA, I chose to join the Eli Lilly, a pharmaceutical company and also a purpose-driven company.
MBA students are in a prime position to contribute to the achievement of these goals as they launch their careers in their late 20s or early 30s, and over the coming decades rise to positions of decision-making within corporations. Because unless business plays its part, we will not be able to make a suitable headway in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. MBA students will increasingly find that the companies they work for are taking these goals seriously.
Well, it comes naturally after the interview. It is one of the key components. It's the matching on our culture. We have a very strong culture because we are more than a 100-year-old company. And so that culture has a lot to do with not just discovery and innovation, but has a lot to do with caring. Our promise is to unite caring with discovery to make life better for people around the world. So that caring component has a lot to do with that social impact.
Now I serve as the executive director for B Corp's China team and trying to promote using business as a force for good here in China. The MBA program gives you a lot more insight, a lot more opportunities to be able to open the doors beyond those private sector or traditional sector. So I definitely recommend for everyone who's thinking about how to broaden your insight or your experience in terms of focusing on social impact here in China, this is the best school that you can ever think of.